What's up, guys? It's been a long week. It's July 4th. Trying to do Tiwoo style video right here. Letting you guys know, hope you're having a good day. Much love, Tiwoo here. D Chang here. I'm sorry about the inconsistency of the videos, but today I wanted to kind of do a video. But man, if anybody wants to buy some wrapping paper, please contact me, because I realize that I have a shitload that I need to get rid of. All right, let's go through the video, man. Let's set this thing up. I'm fucking tired. All right, guys, today's video, I am sorry again about the inconsistencies of all the videos. We just got done moving. A lot of the stuff is pretty much out. I don't know how to explain this to you, but when you have a lot of artwork and cards and boxes and kids, and please put in the comments below if you like moving, because I can tell you right off the bat, if anybody is putting that they like moving, they're absolutely insane, because it's the hardest thing in the world. It's one of the most time-consuming, but mentally draining and physically exhausting. Also, you need to also hire movers. Guys, if you don't hire movers, if you have like a normal type of house, you have a lot of stuff, do not do it yourself. It is a pain in the ass. I'm so glad we had 3 24-foot trucks. It's still not done. And I've done like 20 loads myself in an SUV, and I had 8 people from the movers help. Massive job, but they were incredible. They got it done within 8 hours. Pretty incredible. All right, so I want to do a quick video on today about the state of magic investing as a whole. It's a video I've been wanting to do, and today's July 4th, Independence Day. Got my amped up Diet Coke, so shit's gonna get a little weird. People have been asking me, what is the state of collecting, investing right now? What should I put my money into? And let me give you guys a trend that I've been noticing in the industry overall. So, in the last few years, steadily, I've been seeing more and more collections that are from people in their 40s and 50s, even 60s. These people had money back in the early days of Magic because they were just essentially investors of it. They're not just like me, who was in high school, but they were in their 20s, 30s, maybe later 30s, and they had money, and they were able to buy a lot of product and sealed product and cards and sets just laying around. And so all this has occurred in the last few years, where these people are retiring and they wanted to do stuff with their personal life, aka moving, having kids, getting serious with their lives. Shit becomes that way, right? Life happens. As you can expect, the influx of older cards and boxes comes up, and that's why you see a spike in different type of graded cards. There's a lot more supply. But I have seen, though, over the course of years, there's less and less nice product coming out. There's a lot of more, I would call plate sets, but they're not like minty. But they're still going to see a lot more inventory out there. So that's one trend. The other trend is people, and I've noticed this especially since last year, that people, and especially this year too, people who are collecting and investing in Modern, who speculated in Return of Ravnica, who speculated in all those con sets, are realizing, fuck, all my money is dead. It's fucking dead. Dead. You know, Rudy Alpha Investments made a video about some guy who sold out all his boxes recently. And, you know, I don't think he disclosed the price, but they obviously were a very attractive price. And you gotta understand something about this. This particular buyer was probably impulsive about wanting to be involved in collecting trend. Back to something very interesting, a side note, is that do you guys ever get the itch to just buy something, get a package from eBay or Amazon or whatever, and feel like you've bought something and get it, and then you want to resell it, and you don't really care about the loss because it's the art of feeling like you're involved in a transaction? Well, let me explain something to you. That's exactly what investors who make mistakes do. Now, I'm not calling you out to be rude. I'm calling out to be truthful. When you are doing transaction investing, in the sense that you have no appetite to hold the items, in the case of this guy who sold these boxes to Rudy, he needed the money apparently, I'm not sure why, it really comes to a position where you're losing all this money and you didn't really have the cash flow to hold the items. It just wasn't making any sense. Also, it's a short-term play. When you start thinking about investing in Magic, I keep saying this to everyone, it needs to be a long-term play. It needs to be long-term. It cannot be a short-term, like I'm going to somehow flip my cards type of thing and make a bunch of money. It's not happening. It doesn't work that way. You can make some money here and there. Long-term, waste of money. TCG player, eBay, all those added costs, PayPal fees. Fuck, PayPal just increased their rate by 0.5%. Now it's for international, it's 4.4%. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous, right? You can't bank on those venues, and then, sure, you can do trades where there's, tons of traders out there if you go to a GP. The market is saturated with modern shit. So the trend that's going on is people are selling their modern shit like crazy, and they're realizing that they want to switch all that money into Power 9, Dual Lands, and old school Magic and reserve list cards. I've been saying this before, and I will say it again, that Wizards is absolutely going to keep hitting that printing press 1,000 times over until oblivion. Termagoyf will be printed 25 times by the time I die. Seriously, why not? Why not? It's free money for them. You gotta understand, there's no value for non-reserve list cards because of the volatility and risk. Now, until the items are actually plateaued, if the non-reserve list cards are plateaued, which you never really know because it keeps dropping anyway, it's never a good time to buy them. So that's what people are doing. They're selling out of their modern cards, modern staples. They're buying into old school Magic. Investors who used to buy all those boxes of new shit. I mean, did you see that video from Rudy from Alpha Investments? This guy had Battleful Zendikar, Khans of Tarkir, yada, yada, yada. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, that shit's not going to go up for a long time. I'll be dead, and that stuff may have gone up 25, 50%, maybe tops. It's going to be a very long time because the supply is massive. So, what are people buying? They're buying rarities. I keep telling you guys, and I'm going to say it this way. When you own something that's one of one or very rare, in the case, for example, I'll give you two rarities here. This is the Mox Emerald Vintage Championship Prize. Oh, shit. That it's a card that they made, oversized card for the person that owned the, whoever won the tournament. I bought it off Brian Kelly, prominent vintage player, and I sold the painting already, but I have this oversized card. But there's only one of these. These probably, I've heard these sell for as much as $1,000 to $2,500. I don't know. My whole point is, no one's gonna be able to buy another one except they buy it from here. That's it. That's the control you need to have. Now, you're probably like, Danny, there's not enough buyers when it's only one of one because it's such an oddball, oddity product. You're right. Summer Magic, same thing. There's a limited supply, but the buyers, they're going to line up so far. The market depth is only so far. However, if you think about it though, price control wise, you're never going to get killed on the price because the supply is so low with the rarity products. Here's one, revised uncut sheet. I haven't talked about uncut sheets before. Another interesting investment. There's 3 sheets here. I'm not gonna pull that out because it's like one big card top loader. It's a pain in the ass to take out, by the way. And by the way, you can buy these on BWC supplies or BCW. They sell these type of sleeve holders. And basically, they have the rare, uncommon, and common sheets, the revised complete set. Uncut sheets are a rarity. Now, while the supply is not like one of one, some of these sheets are very, very, very rare. And you need to understand that if you talk about rarities and oddities of Magic, they tend to have the most, you know, not as much mainstream appeal, but that's the shit I like. It's kind of like what Rudy says. He doesn't like the boxes that everyone likes. He likes the ones that are diamonds in the rough. Why do you think he likes that? Because they have the most room to run and margin, and they're lower print runs. Like the Eldritch Moon was a lot less. Shadows of Innistrad for the newer boxes was not as embraced as some of the other boxes. You gotta think this way, guys, is that if you're gonna buy anything, you need to start buying rarities and oddities. And this is not a plug for you to buy all my shit. If you buy all my shit, the thing is, that's great, fine. But the thing is, I can't replicate it. It's very difficult. I can't replicate this. I don't even have a scanner or a printer that can print this. I would say I would never do that, but the whole point is, see my point? It's so rare, there's only one of these oversized cards. You need to start getting in the investment idea, the mind freaking set that is all about investing in rare things. If you have buy into something that is everybody has, for example, like Kaladesh cards, Masterpiece cards. Everybody has it on eBay. Everybody has it. Sure, you can sell them instantly. They're more liquid. But the volatility rate is so high because there's so much of it. And there's no price control because everybody wants to dump it all the time. You're never going to be able to plateau and find any type of room to run. It's always going down, 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 down. Now, if it goes to like a penny, sure, I'll buy all of them. But it's not going to do that. It's going to go to like maybe $5 eventually, 20 bucks here and there. The question is, do you buy a bunch of them at 20 bucks? You might lose your ass if it goes down to $5, right? It's crazy. The whole point is that the buyer pool is not there. It's not as good as the rarity market. That's what I would say. So, back to the whole point, the gist of the video. The market itself right now is in a transition. It's in a transition of converting currency of modern, newer shit into old stuff and rarities. I'm telling you right now, do not miss the boat. If you're even doubting anything I'm saying in this video, just look at the prices of all the modern shit. Get out of it. Buy some older stuff. It's going to keep rising because the set collectors, because another trend, the collectors are going to be buying it as they get older. They're going to be wanting to collect. Everybody collects the beginning of everything. Even though I don't know, I've never watched a Michael Jordan basketball game. I wish I did, right? The early 90s and stuff. Late 90s. I never could afford it. My mom wasn't into it. My family wasn't into it. But what I did love is basketball. So what do? I collect the cards. I buy them. So even though you may never be able to open Alpha Black Lotus and whatever into your, who cares? You're going to see Black Lotuses, unlimited, whatever, in decks. And you're going to see people play with them and you're going to recognize them. All the young people out there are going to buy all those cards. And watch out. In the next 10, 20 years, everybody that's watching this damn video will remember what I'm saying. Whoever has watched this, whatever, it's going to spike higher and higher and higher. Because the supply is so low in comparison to all the new stuff. And it's so nostalgic. People trade finally get, investors have been screwed. They thought that Wizards, when you buy the trend of sealed boxes, whatever, singles, they're going to go up. No, not anymore. Investors in Magic want to have growth. They want it, and they realize that it's the reserveless cards, power, graded cards, high-end, rarities, uncut sheets, summer Magic, crazy stuff that you never see. Those are the markets that are collectible, and they are going to be the most valuable and grow over time because it's only a short amount of supply. Guys, thanks again for all your effing freaking patience. I'm telling you guys, it has been a long journey moving. But I promise I'm going to have more videos in the future. And I really appreciate you guys watching. Have a motherfucking awesome day. It's July 4th, everybody. Make America great again.